Right, Scott, predictable first question, but is Russ Pan good mate of yours? First time you've played against him since his Burton days. How do you feel about this one?
Yeah, it's weird. Like I speak to Russ nearly every day still. I think it was last Wednesday we spoke on the phone. We were like two school kids, like speaking on the phone for about an hour, sort of thing. But yeah, up past the day and that. But these things happen in football. Like you make friends and they move on, but you stay in touch with them and things like that. He lives 10 minutes away from me, so I've seen him. He cooked me breakfast the other day, but I had to bring around my own sausages and my own eggs and everything. So he's obviously not on. He's obviously spent his signing on fee already. But him and Lowy, it'll be good to see them both again, and they're both doing really well at York.
Yeah, and both travelled. You travelled with them a lot, and you think they're both friends for life?
Yeah,
outside of football as well?
Definitely. I mean, like I say, I still speak to them both a lot. I was travelling back the other day and I phoned them up and they were both in the car, so we had a good chat on loudspeaker. But it's work time on Saturday afternoon and they'll be going for 3 points as we will be, and they both tell me that they're fitter and stronger than what they were when they left here, and they're in a York team who they say are young and hungry, and they want to listen to the manager, and they want to improve, and they want to get as high at the league as possible.
Yeah, and they're going to know a lot more about Cheltenham than most teams do because of all the inside information, I'm sure.
Yeah, he said they spoke a little bit about us on Tuesday, but I'm sure like we'll do bits and pieces on them today and tomorrow and things like that, and I'm sure they will do the same. But we know what they're going to be about. They're a good team. They're hard working. I'm sure next year they'll be looking to push towards the playoffs.
They've been trying to find stuff out of you as well.
He did ask me a few things. Yeah, I didn't tell him anything though. But like I say, we've not really done much. We do it Thursday, Friday on them. But I probably won't speak to him now till Saturday. Just like I say, at the end of the day, it's 3 points what we're both going for. So that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and you're both going to be dads. Well, he already is a dad, but he knows what to expect. But it's your first time, isn't it, coming up?
Yeah, but like I say, his wife and my missus get on really well as well, and. I think my missus is due 3 or 4 days before his missus, but I think, yeah. So we said, imagine if one of us has a boy and one of us has a girl, and they end up going out. I think the father of the boy would be happier than the father of the girl. So yeah, but I know they'll both be watching this because they're both geeks anyway. So hello, you two.
And they've both been playing every game, haven't they? Keith's been playing centre half. Russ has been playing centre midfielder for 2, and he's already been captain for the last game.
Yeah, I spoke to him after the game Saturday, and he was really pleased to be captain. He said it wasn't something to expect, but like I say, they're both done well. They said the training's hard up there, they work hard, and it's shown on the Saturday because they both said that they're really enjoying their football, and it's a good place to play. And I think they'll be definitely pushing towards the playoffs next season.
Yeah, Russ didn't score that many goals for Cheltenham, did he? And then when he did, they all seemed to be with his left foot. But Lowy chipped in with a few, so you won't want either of them to be scoring. On
No,
Saturday,
definitely not. I we joked the other day but we were speaking that if one of them scored, then he'd never hear the end of it. But hopefully they don't. But we keep him quiet. But we know what a threat Keith Lowe is, and whoever's picking him up offset plays will have a job on their hands. Yeah,
you went up there last year, and it was a sort of a good, solid draw. I think both teams had one really good chance to win it, but it was a good, solid performance.
It's a good place to play football. The fans it's an old-fashioned ground. It's going to be another horrible, wet, windy day, which makes football difficult and things like that, and anything that makes it a bit of a lottery. But it will be whoever copes with the conditions again best will have the best chance of winning the game.
Yeah, looking back at last week, the nightmare for goalkeepers from start to finish, and obviously it played a part in Cheltenham's goal, and probably did it play a part in their goal as well?
Yeah, I think, like I say, it's just it just makes everything a lottery. You can't. Dukey's played in the Prem and played in Carling Cup finals, and it just shows you what it can do. And at times like that, you just feel sorry for him because on a normal day he just comes and takes that, but the gust of wind in it takes him over his head. But yeah, it is difficult. But like I say, whoever copes with the conditions best will come out on top.
Yeah, and decent save from Darren Carter because that was looked like it was heading for the bottom right corner from.
Yeah, I was pleased with that, but unfortunately we didn't. If we'd have won the game, it'd have been great, but unfortunately we didn't. But it was good to see Carson. He came into the game second half a bit more, but like I say, it was a game of two halves again, a little bit with the wind and things, and that's what it's like. It seems every Saturday at the moment it blows a gale, so we're used to it by now. But we've just got to. It's like whoever makes the fewest mistakes, really in those conditions comes out on top.
Yeah, the next two are away, and everyone knows that the away form's actually been better this season, isn't it? So do you go up there thinking almost a relief that you've got a couple of away games coming up?
I wouldn't say a relief, no, but we know we've been good away from home, but we know it's disappointing that the home form this season. I think the next 3 games will tell us what the rest of our season's going to be about. Whether we've got any chance at all of getting in the playoffs, or whether we're going to be down the bottom half, which we don't want to be, because the gap's only 6 points, and that's not a lot, especially with 3 games in a week. So we need to make sure that gap stays a good distance. But I think this week will tell us a long way of where we're going to be at the end of the season.
Yeah, the manager said he wants 12 out of 18 to turn it into a decent season. It's a big ask, isn't it? But it's the sort of form that you have produced 2 years ago. You had runs like that.
It is a big ask, but if you don't set yourselves those targets, then there's no point. If you just say, I want 5 wins and we'll finish a mid-table team, then everyone will be disappointed. But those are the challenges you set, and you try and make yourself as best as team as we can possibly be. But we are where we are at the moment, and we need to strive to be better.
Yeah, the manager's very close to signing his new contract, and one of the reasons why the chairman wanted to do that now is so he can start planning for next season. And so the obvious question is, you're pretty sure you're going to be here next season, or has anything been said at the moment?
Yeah, we've had a couple of discussions, but like I say, the next contract for me is a big decision. It's not just myself I've got to think about now. I've got a family to think about, and it has to be the right one for myself and my family now. So, but discussions have gone well, and but like I say, until something's down in front of you on paper, then do you know what I mean, sort of thing. But we've had a couple of discussions, but I wouldn't say I'm going to I'm going to sign tomorrow or whatever. But we've had a couple of discussions, and they've gone okay. But we'll just see where we are, sort of thing.
When you came here, 19, I think you were, weren't you? Like 2004. Did you think you'd be here for 10 years?
No. Like, it seems strange. I mean, I think it was different because I didn't start really playing till. It's not like I played for 10 years solid, sort of thing. So everything's still new to me. And when I come in every day, I come in with Bucky looking to improve, and it's great for me because my dad's not too well, and I can still see him every day. It's been brilliant for me. It's worked out really well, and I can still see my dad a couple of times a week. My girlfriend's family are all from Wolverhampton, and it's all close. So, like I say, I'm not not looking to go anywhere else, if you know what I mean. But it has to be right for myself and my family.
Yeah, you've always said how much you enjoyed it here, and you've never been looking for a move.
Yeah.
But is there still that thing in the back of your mind? Thinks you still got time? Still got plenty of years left in you to play higher?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you want to play at the highest level possible, but do you take that risk and leave it to the summer and see where you are then? Because, like I say, I have the family to think about, sort of thing. So, but at the same time, I don't want to look back at my career and think I wish I'd have pushed myself more. But I'm happy here, and I'm, like I say, I'm not looking to go looking to push for anything else. But we'll just wait and see what happens.
Yeah, all right, brilliant.
Cheers,
Branny.